Hi guys, this is for 250 subscribers. There's 4 more, so sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and listen to this story. And so, listen to this story because it's going to be very inspirational. Quote from Flight Reacts. So before we get into the story, I can't really put this in the title, but he is half Senju in this what if. So it's going to be a lot different for this what if you may say. And so you might ask, how was he banished from the Hidden Leaf Village? Let me tell you. So he has a better brotherly bond with Sasuke. It's not a rival bond because Sasuke is still way better, but it's more of a, good bond with a brother. And so him and Sasuke are basically best friends, and they also sit by each other when soccer. Josh, the main Naruto move, he basically is like staying there because Sasuke says, I want my brother right here next to me. And so Sakura gets mad at Naruto. She doesn't think he's annoying, but she basically sees him as a cock blocker because she's trying to get some. And so when that happens, her is just mad at Naruto for making her get away of her love. And so Ino sees Naruto as that too. And so that's gonna play out way more when we get into it. So now everything goes the same with everything leading up to that. Now it's the zombies mission. So when Naruto beats everybody up, instead of Sakura, stand by Tazuna far away, they actually go to where the ice mirrors are, and Kakashi is bodying him more for the what if. And so she sees Naruto standing there with their broken ice mirrors right by Haku. Haku then teleports the zombies and gets killed and sees that. And so she's just angry at Naruto. She was like, first getting away from me and Sasuke. Now Sasuke's dead. And she just cries and says, you're a demon! And Naruto cries. Says, I didn't kill him. That was that guy. And Sakura says, no, you're lying. And so she goes to her mom and tells her everything. And so her and her mom goes to the council. No, they call a council meeting. And so Lord Third hears about this and calls in Jiraiya. And Kakashi tells his statement and everything. And so he gets overruled. Then they go to the Fire de Mayo. The Fire de Mayo actually wants Naruto to kept in the village because the Leaf Village needs Naruto because he is their greatest asset. And so they kick him out anyways. And so the Mayo tells them, and then right when they get back to the village, Jiraiya talks with the council and try to sway their opinion. And they say no, he is kicked out the Leaf. Says from the fire, well, not the Fire de Mayo, but gets overruled by people in there. And so Jiraiya's mad and says, you're doing this to all of his predecessors. You guys don't know a thing. His mother and father died protecting this village. And don't forget his great-great-grandfather and Tobirama. And the third Hokage's blessing. You're just ignoring the first, second, third, and fourth Hokage. How dare you? And he says, I am no longer a shinobi or a jonin for the Hidden Leaf Village. I'm no longer a sage for the Hidden Leaf Village. And placing his thing down in there. Stop. Stop, you'll be a rogue. And he says, how am I a rogue when I quit being a ninja? And he says, I have retired. I am done being a ninja. I quit. I will become a ninja for another village if I need to, and I won't say anything about this god dang village. And so they're like, no, Jiraiya, you're a great asset to the Leaf. And he says, Naruto Uzumaki is too. And they say, no, he's a threat. Jiraiya slaps them across their face. Never called a first, fourth, and second Hokage a threat to the Hidden Leaf Village. And so then he storms off. And so Lord Third, wanting Naruto to learn all of Minato's and his predecessor's jutsu, gives him all Hashirama's and Yamato's and water jutsu from Tobirama Senju. And he also gets he gets everything, but he doesn't learn them right away, of course. And he also gives them the nearest way to the best kenjutsu user that knowed his great grandfather. And so like the person's still not alive, but his son, which is the new predecessor, which is pretty old, he knows everything his father learned, and he's even better. And so he says, go to this place when you're in age. And so for the year, I will push back the Chunin exams for a reason. And so the time he learns the Rasengan and the Flying Raijin, and listen, the only reason he is because he's also motivated to kill Sakura Haruno for messing up his dream of being Hokage. And so he doesn't care for being Hokage anymore. So he also gets, of course, the summoning jutsu. And so he gets, so he goes to the Hidden Waterfall Village, which is near the Uzumaki's place. But the Hidden Waterfall is basically survivors of basically the Uzumaki clan. And so their Kage is the Kage of it, and they need one more person to make a squad, and so they gladly accept them. And like they're like low Jonin level, and Naruto's like mid Jonin level, if you're being honest, with like because he mastered Flight Raijin, and his chakra control is to where he can spam it like Minato spam it. And so he's very strong. And so they arrive, and Naruto actually puts on a hidden waterfall Anbu mask with their Anbu clothes. And so his team is I think it's the seventh tailed beast, and this guy that all wants water jutsu. He wants to master it. And so that's what basically happens for that. And so then they go there, and so then he gets met by Shikamaru as their guide. So he guides them around the village, and he says, Naruto, is that you? When he hears Naruto's voice more. And I think if anybody would know, it would be Shikamaru. And so Naruto says, since you know me, get the gang besides stupid Haruno. And he says, of course, we all hate Haruno. We literally are like not affiliated with her. We're the rookie 8, not the rookie 9. And Naruto chuckles and says, can I join it? He says, we'll gladly accept you. So they all go for some barbecue and then some ramen after. So they have fun. So Sakura's just looking for Ino around the village trying to talk with her. And Ino literally says, like last time they met, I am disgusted with you, Sakura. You ruined everything. You ruined the hidden leaf. She's like, what do you mean? Do you not know the consequences with losing a tailed beast? If other villages finds out about this, we'll be attacked. And Sakura's like, oh. And she says, well, we're still strong with that. And plus, he's just a demon. And then when Ino hears this, she smacks Sakura across the face. And so Sakura wants to apologize. But she still thinks Naruto's a demon. She said, I'll tell her I'm sorry, but he still is a demon because he is. He almost killed my precious Sasuke. And Sasuke just hates her. He says, you basically took my brother out of the leaf. And she says, well, he almost killed you, Sasuke, and I had to tell the village elders. And he's like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And Sasuke says, you can go jump off of the Naruto bridge. And she was like, I know you don't mean that, Sasuke. And then he says, I mean it. And then he gets a Chidori, and he says, I'll kill you. And then Kakashi just grabs Sasuke's Chidori, and I'm gonna go to Kakashi's head. He says, oh, that was a close one. I almost remembered Ren again, but not a snitch. Sakura is basically snitch 9 around the whole leaf. And even the Ambu hater, literally the Ambu are like, oh, this stupid Haruno took away the leaf's biggest asset. And so they're like, the Sakura Haruno family is so stupid. I swear. We might be burnt to the ground because of her. But after that, literally, now to the stats. Sasuke has a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and he has Master Chidori. And since he hates Sakura, they're not getting married at this point. Sorry, spoiled. Not really spoiled, because I know you guys don't like that ship anyways. Nobody likes Sasuke and Sakura. And so people hate Sakura. I think this is perfect for the what if, because uselessness just gets more hated. Like, I mean, like, they could bully her just for being flat-chested. Remember in the Naruto fillers? Like, literally, people called her a flat-chesting board. I mean, she is a cutting board. Like, I could literally cut me some good steak meat, and it'll be harder than a regular cutting board. And so let's get back into the story. And so she tries to talk to Sasuke, and she says, "Get out of my way, snitch." And so she says, well, he is a demon. And then Sasuke is like, Kakashi just gets in front of Sasuke, stopping him. And so Kakashi just has to protect Sakura. Literally, he has to protect Sakura, or she'll die. Like, she will be killed right now. And so their team is Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai. So it's basically the 3 S's. But anyways, after that, Naruto is walking through the leaf with Sasuke now, and so they just are just happy because their brothers just hooked up. And so also Ino and everybody is more like trains more. So Neji has 120 palms and almost and rotation, and he can do a air palm, and Hinata has 64 palms, and she has almost rotation, but she has a 120 degree like rotation. So she's getting there, but she just needs a little bit more training. And so Shikamaru has Shadow Strangling Jutsu and Shadow Possession Jutsu, and he also, which is one of Shikamaru's chakra natures, is Mud Style. And so they're all really strong in this one. And so they're all very strong, and they're all really feared. Like feared, I would say would be a right word. For like they called them the rookie H because Sakura is just like as strong as she was originally, and so she's practically useless and nobody wants to train her. Like Kakashi just thinks his team has Sakura and not Sakura, Sasuke and him, and like when they do their missions, they just dip on Sakura, like they don't even care. And Kakashi just sees Sakura as a burden to the team. Oh, and Sai, of course. But they think Sai's is weird. And so, Naruto is just angry, and they can see Naruto when he sees Sakura has tons of bloodlust. And so, now Sasuke goes to train with Kakashi for a while. And so Naruto is just walking now all by himself throughout the village, and then he runs into Konohamaru. They have a good talk about life and stuff. And Konohamaru says, "I'm so sad you got kicked out the village." And Naruto says, "Yeah." Konohamaru says, "If it wasn't for that stupid Sakura Haruno," then Sakura is walking down, and she says, "Konohamaru, why are you talking with the demon?" And so Naruto, in anger, throws a flying Rasen kunai at her. She's like, you tried to kill me!" And almost screams, "Demon!" Then Naruto chops her neck and then Rasengans her. And she says, "You're a demon," before she passes out. And so then Konohamaru punches her a bit, just trying to mess her up, and Naruto just chuckles. So then they ran into Kankuro, and the villagers just take Sakura to the thing, and they said, "Oh, another Haruno beat down, like it's normal." And so they see Kankuro in them, and so they just beat. So Naruto sees that, and so he throws a flying Rasen kunai, and Kankuro dodges and say, "You have bad aim." And so then Naruto gets Konohamaru putting a flying Rasen seal on them, and then he body flickers up to where Gaara was, like in a flash. And so now, also Naruto has a name around him from collecting bounty, and he is in the bingo book at a B rank. They call him the Orange Flash of the Leaf. And Naruto can get to 2 tails with Kurama without getting influence or anything. And he doesn't have to be in anger. He just has to do simply some hand signs because he did try to take chakra before and he only got 2 tails. Then he got kicked out his mindscape. And so he can use them freely whenever he wants. And so Naruto just puts a little bit of Kiwi chakra on him and then blitzes and then taps on Gaara, and then he puts a fine Rasen seal on him, and he's like, "I have a bad feeling." And the hidden waterfall Kage is there this time because Kage, besides the Sound Village, the Sound Village was just a special case or something. I think all the special 5 Kage have to appear, and what's the 6th Kage in this what if? And so I think he would appear. And so that's what happens. And plus they didn't know about. And so now it's the first round of the Chunin exams, and Naruto just knows wind style, like wind bullet, but this time he just puts wind chakra in like the air, which is possible. And so he just makes all the papers blow, and he just scans one and then throws them all with the other papers. And so then they all collect everybody's papers and they get all settled down. And they're like, "Who did that?" And the proctor knows, but the proctor smiles, saying that is smart. And so he is basically done with that. And so then Anko walks in, and Naruto, just his eyes just go straight to you, Anko. Because remember, he's now been with Jiraiya since he was banished his whole life. So I would believe he would get some of Jiraiya's perviness, know what I'm saying? And so that's what happens. And so now they're going, and then Naruto just says, "Hey." And so then she tries to cut him, but then Naruto dodges, and then he throws a kunai at her, and then it's the flying Rajin one, and then he misses on purpose. He says, "Kid, you have terrible aim." And then he appears behind her, and then just gives her a good old hug. And then she just pushes him away. And then so everybody's amazed. And she says, "That's Lord Force Jutsu." And then she asks Naruto, "Are you Naruto Uzumaki?" And he nods. And so she just says, "I'm sorry what happened. That stupid Haruno family did this all. And they just treat your legacy and throw it to the dirt." And so Naruto nods and says, "I'm sorry." And so they all have a very inspirational moment. Like, that's something like Flight Reacts would say. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, look at Naruto, man. So inspirational. No, that's my new quote now. Nobody steal it. You can't steal it anymore. And so, they wait that day, and Naruto actually talks with Kanamaru this time because they just can't count him in the leaf now, basically, because he's more of a ninja than Sakura at this point. And people just hate Sakura. And so Naruto, since he's smarter and he's been with Jiraiya and stuff, he would place a flying Rajin mark on one of his opponents. And he's mid Jonin level, by the way, because he's been striving to kill Sakura. Like, he literally hates her because he ruined his dream of being Hokage. And so he just wants to kill her. And so if a person asks Naruto, "Oh, what's wrong, Naruto?" He says, "Oh, nothing's wrong. I just want to kill her." And so basically, he bodies the team. Like, it was like fodder ninja. So him and his group just body them. And so then they're just running towards the thing. And so then Naruto, since Sasuke's chakra go down, because he is more of a sensory ninja because he's better at sensing, and it's not too far-fetched because a lot of Uzumaki are good at sensing, like Karin, and it said Nagato is good at sensing too, and so it's not too far-fetched. And so he sees Sakura just take her, like, cut her hair off. And so Naruto just says, "Oh, uselessness can cut her hair." Finally, she's good at something. Like, he's just watching her getting bodied for 30 seconds. And then him and Sasuke just break the guy's arms together. But Naruto just breaks his leg, and he says, "For safe measures." And so, like, his leg is literally, like, broken, and two of his arms. And so Zaku, I think, is his name. And so he just takes his team and dips because he's like, they're crazy. And so when Sakura says, "Oh, thank you, Naruto," Naruto just body flickers behind her and then just knocks her out, like, bop. And, like, "Don't talk to me, you peasant." And so he just goes into the tower, and he also gets another scroll on the way with them, and so he gives them a scroll, and so he helps them out. And when Sakura is about to wake up, Naruto says, "Want to not hear uselessness?" and then he gets a scroll out, and he also knows the 5-pronged seal, which I would believe he would learn from Jiraiya if he got sealed or anything. And Jiraiya would teach him this because he would be with Jiraiya on the go all the time, so he would have to figure out how to protect himself. And if he faces a stronger ninja, he would need some sealing jutsu if they sealed his QB stuff away. And so when that happens, he just uses one of the sealing jutsus to seal Sakura into the scroll. And so Sasuke unseals her with Sai there, and Sai is Naruto's replacement, which I think is weird. Listen, Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai. But also, they just unseal Sakura. And Sai doesn't say anything because literally, what is Sai gonna do against Naruto and Sasuke? With Sasuke, 10 times, well, not 10 times, 2 times stronger. Because he's way stronger. So they see Kakashi and Iruka, and they say Naruto sheds a tear when he sees Iruka, and he hugs both of his when Iruka, his father figure, well, not his father figure anymore, Jiraiya is, but his best friend, I would say, and Kakashi, his sensei. And Kakashi is saddened because he just let his father's son and the first and second Hokage's great-great-great-grandchild get kicked out the village. And Kakashi is leading more into depression, which is very sad. Very sad. And it is realistic for that. Be right back. And so Orochimaru still has the curse mark like original. But they get to right after Gaara does. So they're actually has a weekend. Sasuke learns everything from Kakashi about his curse mark. And Naruto actually helps out with some of his Uzumaki stuff that he learns from a scroll. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, Lord Third Hokage gave Naruto all of his yeah, I already told you guys. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. But he learned some Uzumaki jutsu because he gets all the Uzumaki jutsu from Kushina. And so Naruto helps out Sasuke's curse mark, making it so he has to be near halfway to depleting all his chakra. So Sasuke has a limit now. Also there's another barrier to it. So he has to lose all his chakra for his curse mark to awaken, but the downside to this, which isn't really there's more upsides to the downside. It feeds little bit by bit of chakra that Naruto basically gets. So it's not a big deal, but it kinda is. And so they just rest for that time period, especially Sasuke, because he needs to get ready for the preliminaries. So now when they get called for the preliminaries, and Naruto, that time is just literally perving at Anko at the place. And how would he? He's doing this. He literally doing this at the tower. He's throwing kunai at her with flying Rajian seals, and just getting in front of her and then hugging her. And so then she finally just hugs him back, and he has joy in his eyes. He's like, yes. But it gets ignored for now. And so now it's the preliminaries. So I wanted to do something funny because Naruto's gonna win no matter what. Literally, he's gonna win no matter what. So why not have fun with it? Because he'll just body Kiba. So let's just have fun with it. And so it'll be, I'm gonna tell you, Naruto versus. You're gonna. This is gonna be funny. Sakura, versus Kiba, Sasuke versus I'm gonna do Sasuke versus Rock Lee, Gara versus Gara versus another random sound ninja, obviously, and then Tamari versus one of the high tuning, and they beat Tamari, and Kankuro faces one of them and gets beat too, and so everything plays out like I said, and so Neji also faces Hinata and everything, and so everything plays out like the same like I said, and so Naruto when he faces Sakura, I'm gonna tell you something. When he faces Sakura, he's beating on her. It's brutal. He's having fun with it. He's just smiling and he's laughing at it maniacally. And people think that he's a psychopath. And Lord Third says, this is not the Naruto I once remembered. And is saddened, but he has a smug look too. And so then the rookies are just smiling. And so when Naruto's about to kill her, he gets stopped, but he still gets a resting gun on her leg. Sakura has so many injuries. It looks like she looks like she's deformed, but she's not. Naruto made her get brutally beaten, attacked, punched, kicked, sliced, diced, ate, killed up. And so, for the most training, he gets up to the 3 tails from Kurama. He also learns a wind style Rasengan and Odama Rasengan. And he also gets an Uzumaki summoning. It is a cardinal. Yeah, it's a cardinal, and he can use that as a substitution. And so he uses that now. And so everything plays out the same. Naruto's Chunin obviously pass in flying colors, and they automatically pass. And when Naruto faces Neji, Naruto throws Flying Rasen Kunai at Neji. Neji uses a rotation because he knows what's behind him, and Neji has his rotation now. So Naruto's just chucking them at Neji. Neji having to do rotation. Then Naruto teleports behind one of them when it passes Neji's blind spot. Then Naruto hits him with the Odama Rasengan, pushing him into the ground. And so Neji's knocked out. And so he gets and people are impressed, and the Hidden Waterfall Village Kage is impressed with Naruto because he hasn't really saw Naruto's skills that well. He just learns that he was banished from the leaf or something. And so that's what happened, and he just saw Naruto as a child that needs a team and that needs people to comfort him. And so he openly welcomed Naruto into his village and let him go into the Chunin exams. And so Naruto just destroying Neji when he's trying to get up. And so he wins, and so now it is the Konoha attack. But Naruto wants to protect his Hokage, but not really. He teleports to Gaara and saying, I'm gonna have to knock you out so you don't rampage. And so he uses a 5-prong seal and seals Gaara, making all his chakra points he has to pass out. And so he passes out, so he just sleeps perfectly. And Tamari and Kankuro thanking Naruto for saving their brother, so their brother is back to usual now. And he says, I'll come back when I learn more sailing jutsu to help out his seal. And they all nod. And so, now Naruto is getting ready for a battle. So he teleports to Lord Third, and he's helping out his Kage and his other Kage. And so the Kage faces Tobirama, and they're dead even, but then he starts using his jutsu more, and this is a Tobirama like at 30%, I believe, and so the Kage beat him. And so then him and Third Hokage is fighting Hashirama, and they and Naruto throws a flying Raijin Kunai at him, and Hashirama dodges, and Naruto does a wind style Odama Rasengan, pushing it into him. And Naruto also learns wood style wood cage, and so from Jiraiya, and so he well, not from Jiraiya, but from his stuff that little Kage gave him, and so he gets that, and he gets sealed away with and with Naruto making a Shadow Clone copying Lord Okage's one thing, making the Shadow Clone poof, not being just being chakra, essentially. And so, because Third Hokage teaches him it before so he's fighting with Orochimaru, and Orochimaru has to run away because he has to face up against two Kage and a mid-jonin, and so he runs away. And so Naruto and Jiraiya do a favor for Lord Hokage and get Tsunade. And so Orochimaru doesn't have any serious injuries, and so when Tsunade sees Naruto, she cries and she tries to kill him, but Naruto can he just goes one-tailed in his body here, and she says, it's not my fault Minato died, because he knows his father now. And so they all are like just and so saddened, and so she all to him remorse, gets a good cry, and then they go to the hot spring to do all that one stuff, like the with the filler stuff. And so she and Naruto just remorse, and she's angry with the village, but accepts the Third Hokage's request in honor for her sensei and doing a duty for her predecessors, I would say. And so she also does it for Naruto, and she says, one day I will bring you back to the village. And so she hates, when she says she hates them. And the Third Hokage also has joined the Ninja Council, so it will be a stronger vote later in the future. But that's if Naruto wants to join a village. And so Sasuke, I'm gonna go over the 3-year training. Sasuke gets his Eternal Mark Genkyo, and he heads back to the village. But this time Naruto, for his training, he learns wind style Rasen Shuriken, and he masters Kurama by getting the key and unlocking the cage and getting his chakra, because him and Kurama are great friends now. And so he also gets all the Biju chakra, and he gets KCM too, and he also learns how to do the what's it called, the Tailed Beast Bomb by all the Biju in like a big meeting, and the Eight Tails mainly knows and teaches Naruto. And so Naruto gets attacked by Pain, but Naruto just goes in KCM 2 and just starts spamming Rasen Shurikens with Sage Mode. And so Pain ultimately dies to a Toad Beast Bomb. And so then Naruto takes one eye of Pain out and makes the other eye go to Sasuke. And Sasuke gladly accepts it, and then Naruto just finds Obito, and he kills Obito. And he also takes his one of his Sharingan. So, like, takes his Sharingan, and then he gets 6 pass from Hagoromo, and all that shabiz happens. And so when all that happens, Naruto is a god, but he gets more training, and that's just after like 2 or 3 years, because they try to take out Naruto quick. And so he, for his like last third year, he masters Kenjutsu from the Kenjutsu specialist that the third Hokage suggested. And so he masters it, and he makes his Shisui blade that Sasuke gave him, transforms it into a grass cutter katana, and he sharpened it with Kyuubi chakra. And so it's a very strong one. And it's KCM 1 chakra too. So it's a very strong sword. And it's said that it, without even trying, it can cut off a person's neck cleanly. And he mastered it, and it's called Demon Style. And when he does the Demon Style, when he like does 100 cuts, they can't see the cuts. Like the Byakugan or the Sharingan can't see the cuts, besides if you have a Rinnegan. And so then Naruto and Sasuke meets this Uchiha that is half Uzumaki. That is the son of an Uchiha that has left the Uchiha when they joined the Hidden Leaf, and that sounds reasonable, because literally, like, it'll be a Uchiha that didn't want to join the Hidden Leaf and that hated the Hidden Leaf. So that one Uchiha left and married the Uzumaki and had a child, and that is Sasuke's wife. And so it is a 75% Uchiha and a 25% Uzumaki, which is kind of strong because it has a lot more chakra than a usual Uchiha. And Naruto marries a half Hyuga, half Uzumaki child. And so, no, a half Hyuga, half Senju. That sounds better. Yeah, that's better. And so they get married, and Sasuke and Naruto's wife are pregnant, but Sasuke's like living in a leaf. And then Naruto has created his own village, and there's over 50,000 people there, and there's 10,000 ninja. And so Hidden Leaf asks for Naruto's protection and his ninja, and Naruto says, I will protect you for my predecessors, the first, second, third, and fourth Hokage, and fifth Hokage, but I will not meet the elders, and if I meet the elders, I will slaughter them and not to forget anything. And so they just don't have Naruto meet the elders, the Hidden Leaf. But when Naruto actually sees Minato and their statues, he sheds a tear and says, I haven't been brought here back here in memories. And so he kisses his wife on the lips and says, this brings back to old times. And his wife is not related to Hashirama. She's it's like all clans, they're distant. Like it's not in besides their whole families. So it's not what do you guys call it? It's not Alabama. That's like, how do you think the main branch and the side branch are from? Exactly. They still have to live off of each other, but it's not like that for Naruto. And so they Naruto just protects them, and so Naruto gets in a huge battle with the Tsuchikage and the Raikage and A. So Naruto and Sasuke are just bodying them because they have the power of Naruto has all of Hashirama's jutsu and stuff. And so Naruto just able to make limit the Tsuchikage. He does a planetary devastation, make him go in there because the Tsuchikage is literally like floating in the air. And so they get that, and then they kill him because he is an old man and he's not that strong as Naruto. So he gets killed. And so I'm sorry, but he has to die. He has to die. But anyways, the Raikage surrenders and A. And so they all surrendered to the Hidden Leaf Village. And Naruto says sorry, A, but it has to be this way. And so Naruto also masters all his Kikki and his sword jutsu. And so he goes back to the leaf, talks with all his friends, and then Naruto says, I saved you from a war. And actually the council that has kicked him out has retired and is never to be back. And so but Naruto heads back to his village, and this is his village now. Yeah, it's that big now. And so he just makes it grow to 100. Okay, but then Naruto says, I want to go back to the Hidden Leaf now. And so he goes back. And so he leaves his right-hand man in charge, which is more than capable of being a Kage. Naruto says, I don't want to be a Kage anymore. I want to spend time with my family. And so also Sasuke doesn't need Pain's Rinnegan, so they give it to Kakashi, and Naruto gives Kakashi up to 5 chills of chakra. So he has good chakra now. And so because Naruto is basically a plug now. And so now instead of I'm gonna tell you all of the weaves. Rock Lee is married to Sakura in this one, and Neji is married to Tenten. And also Naruto's healing factor is unrivaled. And so Naruto has his child, and it is drumroll Boruto, and the other one's Sarada, and they both just hug each other and are happy. And I will tell you up to the Shippuden, which is Boruto at that age is like 11 or 10 or 12. And so Boruto at this point has a wood wall, wood pillars. He has wood clones, and he has more chakra than original because he has Senju and Hyuga genes. So he has also has Jogan. I'm just doing all of Shippuden basically at this point. He has the Jogan. And Naruto is a god, and so Naruto and Sasuke have their last battle basically, and he doesn't lose their arm at this point. They don't go too far. They just want to see who's stronger, and Naruto is obviously stronger because his healing factor is unrivaled. And so they mess up the place, but it's the same. And so Naruto or Sasuke doesn't lose their arm. And when they meet Tsunade, Naruto and Sasuke are fighting Kaguya because Tsunade gets hurt because he needed help taking down Naruto and Sasuke. And so he takes them down, and so that's what happens. And so Naruto sheds a tear because so Naruto makes and Sasuke combine planetary devastations, sealing Kage away but letting Toneri live. And so Toneri's watching over Earth now, and all the basic Otsutsuki that are arriving are kind of scared of Naruto because they sense a chakra that is greater than theirs, and power, and so they're kind of scared, and so I'm just building up to the end of Shippuden. And so Sasuke's child has a 2 Tomoe Sharingan, and Sasuke this time doesn't go on his stupid quest because Naruto tells him it's not your fault, and so he gets stayed in the leaf and everything because everything plans out different, and Sasuke was a big part in the war and stuff, and so he doesn't have to go on his quest or anything because he didn't do anything really wrong, because when he killed Itachi, he went right back to the Hidden Leaf. And so that's what happened. This wasn't a actual hour, but it was very long. And so go to my and I forgot, Himawari has a Byakugan, and she has wood wall and wood clones. And so also Boruto has halfway mastered water style, able to use the perception in the air and stuff. And so get to 20 likes and I'll go into Boruto, which I doubt you guys would do, but if you guys do it, I will do it. And so see you guys later. Go to my Instagram at Nexus_Sonin, and see you guys later.